Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ, and welcome back to the Colorado Rockies franchise. Now, to start this episode, what I do want to do is just review the first round draft picks from last year's draft. Now, every single season, I have you guys submit recruits and prospects from college and high school, and then I do insert them onto the rosters here for the rookies. Now, how I do that is I do rename the first round picks for other teams and then renamed the non-first round picks for our team. So you can just see here are like the top 15 or 16 or so picks of the draft. And I wanted to highlight Gilliam because he is the top prospect, one of the top prospects in all of baseball. And he's plays for the Giants, which one of our divisional foes who is also rebuilding. Now, one thing to keep in mind about how I run this is that I do rename and update the ratings as far as how you guys submit your prospects. So I want to align it more with that. And I like to give a little bit of a boost there. But here's the number one prospect in that draft who went number one overall in Justin Fargas. He is very, very good. He's got maybe a year or two to get up to the show. Not too long. I think he is more of a finished product than most prospects are. Masami Hisakawa is one of our prospects from season 1. He lit it up in AAA last year, hit over 300. He got traded for Christian Pachi, then got picked up in the Rule 5 draft. Now he makes his debut with the Los Angeles Angels. So that's where we start out this episode, picking up winning 3 of 4 versus the Diamondbacks. Now we face the Angels, a very tough lineup. And the guy that's going to get the start is Ty Colbreth, a guy that's 26 years old. He is a rookie this year, and a guy that I really had on the fence as far as who should I put as that number 5 starter in the rotation. He will be inserted there. I want to see how it goes. So here he faces Anthony Rendon here in the 2 spot. Gets him to swing and miss for his first strikeout, but this will be a drop third strike. He beats that one out to first, and now that is a wild pitch, and now a guy on first. That brings up Mike Trout. What a guy to face in your debut. Here's a pitch in the dirt once again, and that is going to be stopped by Elias Diaz, but the throw is offline, and then Rendon advances. So the at-bat continues. Here's a high pitch in the zone, and Mike Trout doesn't miss. That one is driven deep and into the bullpen. It's a home run. Gotta say, that's a tough outing right there. Mike Trout, probably the best player in baseball. I mean, I don't think every single year you kind of bring up a guy who's going to be the best player in baseball this year. I mean, but who's the name that's always there? It's Mike Trout. Up comes Conforto to the plate. He takes this one deep to right field, and that one is gone. The Angels have added Michael Conforto to their lineup, and he adds to it right behind Trout. That's deadly. Rendon, and then Trout, and then Conforto. I mean, that is probably the best 2, 3, 4 in the game. So now that brings up the next batter with 2 outs, and that one will finally get us out of this inning, but 2 big flies given up by Ty Colbreth. On to the 3rd inning, the same exact scenario. Here's Rendon on first, and another pitch in the dirt, and Rendon advances. Hopefully, I don't know what's coming next. Here's Trout, but this time he pops it up behind third base into foul territory, and that one is run down by Andujar. So Michael Conforto comes to the plate now in his second at-bat, and this one is just going to be a ground ball to Hampson, and we do get out of that inning, and that is a nice 1, 2, 3, 4 inning for Colbreth. On to the bottom of the 4th now. Here is Hisakawa at the plate, and he drives one deep off the wall. That one will knock off, and that one will be his first career hit, and that will come off of Colbreth. Double for him. Hisakawa, congratulations, your first major league hit. And now we move on to the bottom of the 4th now with 2 outs. Here's Daniel Robertson at the plate. That one's low. 2-1 count. Ground ball to Andujar, and it will be a nice easy throw over to first base, I should say. And we are still down in the late innings. 4-1 game now. Ryan McMahon, who is 0 for 2 in this game, he does way back on that off-speed pitch and drives it to Trout in center. And that one should score the runner from third, and it does. Trims this lead down to just 2 runs here in the 7th inning. Good piece of hitting by McMahon, but we need more than just one. Here's a ground ball up the middle, and that is Eric Gonzalez at the plate, and he grounds into a double play, and that one ends the 7th inning. We move on to the 9th inning. Charlie Blackmon hitting in the 3 spot, 1 for 3 in this game, hitting well over 300 to start this year, and that one is driven deep and gone off of the foul pole for Charlie Blackmon. 356 down the right field line, and that one is going to be a no-doubt home run for Charlie Blackmon. And he's got 2 years left on his deal, but like I said earlier in a couple of videos, I'm pretty sure he's going to be a lifelong Rocky. So here comes Ryan McMahon at the plate with 2 outs, and he gets hit on that pitch, but he actually checks swings on that, and they actually rule it a swing. What a weird way to end that game, but Los Angeles does beat us at home 3-4 off of 7 hits. Andrew Heaney does get the victory. Colbreth, tough outing versus a very tough lineup, but he gets his first loss. So now let's check up on the AAA level, and I love this team this year, the Isotopes. Hitor Takahashi gets the start in center field this year at the AAA level. He was in AA last year, now AAA this year. Will Benson, I definitely want to see what he's got to start out the season. Josh Fuentes is also down there. Brendan Rodgers is also at the AAA level. So we have a lot of our top prospects as far as star power goes at the AAA level, and that's going to bring us up against the River Cats, and we'll see what we can do here, as that brings up Hitor Takahashi for his first career AAA at-bat with the Isotopes. Let's see what he does. Here at the 2-1 count, he gets a pitch up in the zone, goes with it to left field, and that one's driven deep, and the first at-bat of AAA ball is a leadoff home run. 371 down the left field line, and Takahashi just gets enough wood on that one, and that one will get us going here for the Isotopes. Remember, the Isotopes did not make the playoffs last season. It was the our AA affiliate who did make it, but our team did not. So that brings up Will Benson, our number 2 prospect in the organization, and he goes deep, and it's gone. Will Benson and Takahashi back to back. Will Benson takes that one 445 feet. And I said in the spring training, I was like, I don't know, man. This guy is on fire, and he just continues it here to start the season. 444 feet. This is opening day for the AAA level as well. So 2-0 game is here's Josh Fuentes at the plate, and he continues the hit parade. That one knocks off for the warning track and off the wall. And Fuentes, round second, actually heads to third too, and he gets in safe with a triple. Now, Fuentes is a guy that I really need him to get going, because I don't think he's going to be at AAA the whole season. I just need to get his confidence up, that's for sure. So that brings up Brendan Rodgers, who just needs to develop more, but he hits one to right field. That one should tag the runner at third. The throw is offline in a 3-0 game here for the Albuquerque Isotopes, our AAA affiliate. The first inning is still going as that brings up Walter Fields Jr. to the plate. He waits back on one and just skies it to center field, and that one will get Sacramento out of the first inning. So for the Isotopes, on the mound will be Austin Gomber. Now, he was in the Nolan Arenado trade. We had him at the MLB level the entire season last year, but he struggled. So I decided to bring him down, get him some work, and get him some confidence before bringing him back up. I always had a plan to bring him up. So here the first batter of the game, and that's going to be a ground ball back to Gomber, as that brings up Elliot Ramos with 2 outs, and he does pop out to center field. One thing I want to do, and I want to use AAA as more, is just to get guys' confidence going. If I see somebody struggling at the MLB level, if you're not a big star, I could send you down to AAA to get you that confidence. So on to the bottom of the 6th inning. Gomber is pitching a pretty good game so far, and that one will be the first actual real hit of the game. So now in the bottom of the 6th, here with 1 out, here's a fly ball deep to left center, but look at the ground that Takahashi covers out in center field. That's one thing that I value from him. He's got speed. He's an excellent fielder as well. Ramos to the plate now with 2 outs, and Gomber gets out of this inning. No runs given up through 6. As we move on to the 9th inning, Noah Sayer, one of our best closers in the organization, on the mound. He gets a ground ball, and that one will be on to Macklin, thrown onto first. That's actually Garraway, and he does get the out at first base. A shutout here for the AAA Albuquerque Isotopes. Gomber gets the win. He gives up 3 hits through 6 innings, 4 strikeouts, no walks. One thing I love to see from Gomber is no walks, because that's going to go a long way. If you don't walk a lot of guys, you have a lot of value, especially as a left-handed pitcher with your command. Now, one guy I want to check out on the MLB level is Derek Rodriguez, a guy that I said I wanted to develop throughout this series. He signed with the Rockies in 2020 going into 2021, and now he is 2-0 to start his second season as a starter. And let's see if we can get him to 3-0 versus the struggling 4-10 Dodgers. So let's see what we can do on the road. Before next episode, we will see our first home game action. Here is Danny Santana, who plays in the place of Ramel Tapia today, as we gave him the day off in center field, and Santana grounds out to first base. That brings up Miguel Andujar, who is struggling to start the year, and that one will be a fly out to Bellinger in center. As now that brings up Charlie Blackmon with 2 outs. He swings that one low in the dirt, and he gets fooled on that pitch, and it will be a 1-2-3 inning for the Dodgers. So Derek Rodriguez is 2-0 through 2 starts, 1.13 ERA. That is very, very good. Just the same whip as well, 1.13. He is walking some guys, though. I want to see that walk ratio get down. So here is Justin Turner at the plate with 1 out, and that one will be a bloop single to Danny Santana in center field. You can see he reacted kind of slowly, and that's, like I said, one of the things about him is that he plays every position, but he's not the best at every position as well. So here's a fly ball to right field as Derek Rodriguez gets the second out of the game, as that brings up Cody Bellinger, one of the best hitters in baseball. And that one's hard up the middle. That one gets through and gets past Hampson. Santana with a strong arm comes up throwing to the cutoff man. But look at Bellinger, tries to get to second on that, and he must have thought that throw went through. And that one will get us out of the inning. So on to the top of the second. Here is Jose Iglesias at the plate. He hits one hard up the middle, and he does start out this second inning with 2 outs with a hit. Now watch out for Iglesias. I think, like I said, I predicted in the beginning of this series that he could probably be second on the team in average this season. I think he's got that type of bat. That brings up Garrett Hampson to the plate now. 3-2 count with 2 outs. That's a hard ground ball. And the throw on the first. No more Corey Seager for the Dodgers at short. They lost him to the Cubs. So now they have a different shortstop in, as that's a ground ball once again. And another throw to second, and safe at second. So bases loaded. This puts Derek Rodriguez at the plate. He's actually 3 for 4 to start this year, hitting .750. How about that start at the plate for Rodriguez? As here he gets a pitch. He hits it on the screws, but right at Mookie in right field. And that one will get them out of that inning. No damage done. So Rodriguez still dealing here on the mound here in the second inning. Here's a ground ball to short, on to second and on to first, and a double play. Posey scoops that one up, and we get out of the first 2 innings. Rodriguez looks good. Here's Santana at the plate to start out the third inning. He drives one deep to right field. It's got carry, and it's gone. Danny Santana, with as little as about 30 at-bats to start this season, but he's hitting over 300. You got to love the start for him, and he's more of a utility guy. He's not going to be an everyday guy, but he takes that one deep. It's 1-0. That brings up Charlie Blackmon here with Andujar on first base. He gets a low pitch, hits it hard to the right side, a diving stop, and Charlie Blackmon on his horse and beats it out. They are going to rule that a single, and Charlie Blackmon has a 12-game hitting streak now. So Blackmon is off to another good start. No outs here in this inning, as that brings up Ryan McMahon. Check swing, ball in the dirt. But Muncy comes up throwing to second and gets Andujar. He got too big of a lead at second base and gets thrown out. And now with 2 outs, that brings up Buster Posey to the plate here. Gonsolin on the mound and deals. And it's a strike 3. Check swing on that inside fastball. And they get out of that inning. So 1-0 game. Here is Derek Rodriguez, though, still pitching very well. Here's a fly ball to left field to end the 4th inning. As we move on to the 5th, facing Marwin Gonzalez. Low pitch to short, and that one will be another put out here for Rodriguez. How about this through 5? He's shutting out the 4-10 struggling Dodgers. That brings in Dustin May in relief now late into the game here in the 6th inning as he walks Garrett Hampson. So you put speed on the base paths. That one is going to be Daza with the ground ball up the middle, and they will just go to first on that one. They do not try to turn two. Surprised they didn't. Danny Santana, who has the only RBI in the game with the solo home run. He goes up the box, and this time Hampson rounds third hard, heads home. That's actually an excellent throw by Bellinger, but it will score a run from second. It's 2-0 here for the Rockies on the road. Bottom of the 6th inning action now. Here is Turner at the plate, but once again, another good inning put together by Rodriguez. He's through 6 innings, 0 runs given up. Now Bellinger comes to the plate now with a man on first base. Here is a slider over the middle, and he goes with it straight up the box. That one will be fielded by Santana. Throw on to third, but the runner will hold at second. And that one probably will do it for Derek Rodriguez here. A great outing. I want to see if we can get him the win in this one, get him out of the game, and bring in another relief pitcher. I love what Rodriguez is doing and how he's developing. Because remember, when we started this series, he was at 69 overall. He's now at 73. With a couple more wins, he can get even better with his progression. So that brings in Michael Givens out of the bullpen, and he loads up the bases. Bringing up Max Muncy, who was 0 for 2 in this game. Hits one hard up the box, and that one will be camped under by Danny Santana. He will come up throwing. He's got a strong arm there in center. He gets it in, but a runner does score. It's 2-1. So guys on first and third, that's going to bring up Marwin Gonzalez. And he swings and misses at a pitch in the dirt. Buster Posey throws on the first, and that one will get us out of the jam. Man, thankful for that right there because we needed it. 2-1 still. Rodriguez's win is still preserved. So here is Garrett Hampson up at the plate here to start the top of the 8th. Let's see if we can add some insurance. He starts it out with a lead-off walk. Corey Knebel dealing on the mound now. Here is Jonathan Daza. He hits one to the right side, and they will just go to first base. That's the second time that has happened in this game. That shows what speed can do for you on the base paths. So we bring in Nuki Ray for his first pinch hit of the season. Let's see what he can do. Corey Knebel on the mound. That is a low pitch in the dirt, and we will hold up Hampson. We will not advance him to third. So 3-2 count here. He gets a pitch over the middle and does not miss. It's stroked to right field all the way to the wall, and Hampson will score. Nuki Ray gets his first hit and first RBI of his career. Hopefully he gets more. And if I give him more opportunity, we'll see. I added him at the MLB level this year for depth, but if he continues to hit well and rolls like that, he's going to keep his spot. So that brings up Miguel Andujar, who is struggling to start this season. He does get good contact and good timing on that swing, but it's just a fly ball to right field. Robert Stevenson ends a close here in the 9th inning. He's got 3 saves on 4 opportunities. Let's see what he does here. Here he faces A.J. Pollock with 1 out. Here's a ground ball to short. This could do it on the first, and that is going to do it. 3-1. Rodriguez starts out this season 3-0. Gotta love it. That's Ivan Rodriguez's son. I just found that out. Thanks for whoever pointed that out. And that one will get him the win. 6 innings pitched, 5 hits given up, 2 strikeouts, 2 walks. I want to get those walks down. 1 earned run. Very good game from Danny Santana, too. He went 2 for 5. He wins player of the game after a home run and an RBI single. So Colorado starts out 7-7. I think this was about where the predictions kind of landed us here at around 500. That's kind of where we were last year as a team. And we'll see if we get better from here. I definitely want to improve our team as far as just overall offensive firepower. And then I want to get German Marquez going. I want to get Jose Barrios going. Once our top pitchers start going, I think we'll start to see more wins and more decisive wins as well. So that's going to do it here. We are 1-5 here to start the season at home. We'll definitely want to improve that. And we'll see next episode our AA affiliate as well. And we will check out the debut of Zion Storm at the AA level. So I can't wait to get into that. Hit subscribe, hit that like button. Stay tuned. Let's get it. Let's go.
I like getting money, I got time to get it. Target on me, so my car's a tenant. Dancing with the devil, I don't bargain with it. Bobbing in the dash, and the stick is with it. And I hit the 4-5 on the west side. But I'm from the east side, this how we slide. This how we ride, yeah, yeah.